Al mundo poco debe importarle quién llegará primero a Marte, si Estados Unidos o China. Poco debe interesarle quién será el próximo campeón mundial en Qatar 2022, o quién se convierte en el próximo presidente de los Estados Unidos. Al mundo le interesa saber a quién se le dará el premio Nobel de Medicina por encontrar la vacuna que salve a la humanidad.
The most challenging things that you pass. What are the most challenging things that you find or you came across over the last few months?
Well, the focus over the last few months has been entirely on completing and analysing the largest vaccine trial we have ever been involved with, including over 25,000 people in 3 countries. Many of them in the UK, but just in this country alone we had 19 clinical trial sites in Scotland, in Wales and many in England. A big site here of our own around the corner here in Oxford. And we have had many rounds of vaccination to recruit new volunteers for different groups in that trial, to ask different questions about how well the vaccine performs. Firstly, is it safe? Secondly, what are the immune responses like? How do we maximize those? And thirdly, most importantly of all recently, has been measuring efficacy. How well does the vaccine work?
Do you expect approval and how is the process? How can we expect the next few weeks?
I think we can get all of the data packaged together very quickly by the end of this month, which is what, less than 10 days away. So we'll be submitting at the end of this month, beginning of December. I think we could well have regulatory approval maybe by the middle of December, certainly before Christmas. And of course, as soon as we have the approval, there are people standing by with vaccine ready to go. So could we be vaccinating this year? Yes, I think so, if we get regulatory approval.
How long will the immunity last? As far as you know.
Right. So nobody is certain of the answer to that question. We know it lasts months because we have seen people vaccinated, and in our data they are protected after some months. But we haven't followed people for a year, and nobody has, because the virus wasn't known about a year ago.
At least 6 months it proved?
No,
because it's been the time that people's been vaccinated.
We don't even know about 6 months. I'll tell you why. Because this is a 2-dose regime. We gave the first dose in April, second dose in May. 6 months is the end of November. Those samples are coming in now. They haven't even been analysed, but we might know that soon. So the real answer is I think it will last well over a year. Why do I say that when we haven't had the vaccine for a year? Because we had a related vaccine made in the same way against another coronavirus called MERS, Middle East Respiratory Syndrome. And Sarah Gilbert's group here has published the data on how long the antibodies last in MERS. And at a year, they're still very high, which is promising.
What would be your message for people especially in our lands in Latin America? They've been looking at this with hope. The situation is very serious in every possible front.
How soon will it be available? I think all 3 of those vaccines will be in people's arms, many people's arms, by the start of January. But many people is not millions or tens of millions of people. The scale here is just enormous. So some people are going to have to wait, but hopefully not wait 6 months, wait some months. And what's happening in the UK is there is a plan to vaccinate the oldest adults first and the highest risk adults. So people on the front line treating COVID patients, those nurses and doctors, will be very high priority. Then we work down the age range to the 70-year-olds, 60-year-olds, 50-year-olds, and then everybody else from.
Al mundo poco debe importarle quién llegará primero a Marte, si Estados Unidos o China. Poco debe interesarle quién será el próximo campeón mundial en Qatar 2022, o quién se convierte en el próximo presidente de los Estados Unidos. Al mundo le interesa saber a quién se le dará el premio Nobel de Medicina por encontrar la vacuna que salve a la humanidad.